Section 16. Pure Distortion, Alter Ego. Kama. She found Shiva's flames. They were always conceptually burning her. But their increased strength must have been sufficient to burn away her spirit origin as well. How's the dust of Osiris coming along? I am not done as yet, but I have found my groove. With Kali gone and the energy no longer going berserk, things have begun to stabilize once more. I have also recovered crucial system privileges. I have only a few more tasks to complete, then I will establish a means of escape to the outside world. Please bear with me. At any rate, it seems this Holy Grail war may end before we get a chance to end it. Let's see how it plays out. Oh there. You idiot. Answer? I know. Those guys might have taken the flashiest dish for themselves, but it looks like it's still up to me to end this meal properly. I've had enough. I want what I want, that's it, but you people just keep insisting on getting in my way. Well, you are never getting it now, just look at this place. Shut up, I'm not talking about the Holy Grail War. Now that you and I are face to face, weapons in hand, it's time we settle the score, once and for all. Ha, for once I agree. What are you doing, Lancer? He should be a piece of cake. Oh there, don't get the wrong idea here, Master. He might be a total jackass and he might have the worst personality in all the world. But Master Drona, Balarama and Krishna all agreed that he is absolutely without equal in a fight with the Gada. Really? Well, except for me, of course. That is exactly what I hate about you. I know it's a little late for this, but I wonder why we are fighting. We have no idea if the Holy Grail War is still ongoing or what will happen if one of them wins. There's no telling whether our wish will be granted. Nie wytrzymam. Nie wytrzymam.
An overlooked visitor will kill you.
That's... Więcej analog horrorów. Tym razem w formie giereczkowej. I oczywiście są powyginane mordy. Najważniejszy element analog horroru. There's no telling whether our wish will be granted, but still they fight. I even find myself quietly cheering for them. I think at this point it's probably about pride for those two. That's probably why they are still going at it even though everything is over and there's no good reason to fight. Maybe the fight is actually what they both want. O, alter. Czy to nie... Nie, to jest reklama AMD. Myślałem, że alterów pokazują. So then, is that why I'm still standing here too? Is my wish to just keep feeling guilty? No, I don't think it is. What I want lies beyond the guilt. At least, I'm pretty sure that's the case for this newest feeling of guilt. Oh, Daytona. The guilt I feel over realizing something was wrong with her and not being able to do anything about it. And I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. You smiled so warmly at me, you were so kind to me. And I couldn't even repay you. But thanks to you I realized something. Right now, guilt isn't what's taking up the most space in my head. It's what lies beyond that guilt. I wanted to make amends. I know, I get it. I finally understand I can't make amends now. I'm much too late to make a difference. Even so, I still wanted to. I wanted to be forgiven for making a mistake, for not being able to do anything. But I couldn't forgive myself. I didn't want to forgive myself. So I searched for something that could take the place of forgiveness, and now I think I found it. What is it, Master? Lost in thought? You getting hungry or something? Hey Lancer, I know I probably shouldn't be asking you this while you are in the middle of a battle, but... If you wanted to make amends for something but you couldn't anymore, what would you do? What else is there but to do what you want? That's even more true if the person you wronged isn't around anymore. It's like I told you before, it's all about what you want to do. Yeah. So right now I want to win and go back to the place she wanted. I don't know what that will actually accomplish. But now that I want to protect her wish for her, I think there will be meaning in me going there. Can I, selfish as it is, even if it's all in my head or just meaningless? Of course you can. Hell, you could say the same thing about our battle right now. Got it. Then I want you to win, Lancer. I want you to win so I can make all the selfish amends I want. You got it, master.
Oi, oi, 楽しそうだな。一旦落ち着くか。あくびみてえなもんだ。ちょいと待ってな。遠慮すんな。いいぜ。一直線にぶち抜く。ハルマン暴れちまいな。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。評価行け。部をわきまえろ。遠慮すんな。我が地に眠る風神の力よ。今こそぶち目覚めろ。マルチバーユップだ。金のある。一直線にぶち抜く。歯応えは大事だぜ。よくかき混ぜた方がいい。これが賢いやり方だ。華麗な動きであろう。酒を飲んでも飲まれるなってな。遠慮すんな。ちょいと待ってな。いいぜ。一直線にぶち抜く。ハルマン暴れちまいな。バーユの風よ、我が敵を食らえ。ほらほら、もっと記念にしてくれ俺。うめえぞ。ちょ遠慮すんな。
え、おいおい。
我は風神の子、剛力無双を示す者。嵐の力よ、集いて我が手に。吹き飛べ。
Co jest? Żyj. I felt it all along. I'm a fragment. I'm not the beam I used to be, I'm not the man I once was, not all of them. Except I don't feel like I'm missing anything. On the contrary, I'm more fulfilled than I've ever been. I was always bigger and stronger than anyone else, so I've borne the weight of so many things in my life. My brothers, justice, victory, friendship, family, fame, muscles, cooking, social standing, smiles, trust, respect. But now my life couldn't be simpler. There's nothing here that doesn't need to be. That's why I feel so fulfilled. I know what it is I see. I know what it is I should reach for. I saw the way she looked at me, the faith she had in me, as she entrusted me with her fondest wish. Who would I be if I denied her? That's the only thing I need to carry now. And that's enough. Victory. That's the best dish I can make and serve to the one who has put her trust in me. That's all I need to focus on. It's as simple as the way I'm living my life now. It might be the same world, but this isn't the victory I achieved in the wars where I carried so much on my shoulders. This victory itself has no meaning. I'm not sure what I will gain from it. I'm just seeking it because I want to. Yeah, that's right. That's why this victory has nothing to do with war. It's just the same thing I've done with my rivals ever since I was a kid. A brawl. I don't need to hold back with this opponent. I can hit him with all my strength, no hesitation. There's just one thing. Something feels the slightest bit off. It's been nagging at me. It's not nagging my fulfilled self though, but at the other parts of me I stripped away. My victory is there. My victory in the war? How did I But even that nagging feels disappeared. But even that nagging feeling disappeared in the comfortingly familiar sound of battle. I do think it's unfair. How could it not be? What's fair about the strong, righteous guy winning all the time? Yeah, I know, Bhima was always strong and righteous. He was a true hero, no doubt. I get that, and I think all my brothers did too. Anyone with eyes to see knows heroism is cool. So what's wrong with admiring it? What's wrong with wanting it for myself? The only problem is that the man who had what I wanted, well, he could never get along. We could never get along. The guy I was at odds with had it, so naturally I wanted it too. So I had to do the best I could with what I had to get it. What other choice was there? There was nothing I wouldn't do to get it, which meant I had to do anything I could. So I threw him into the river while he was unconscious. I set fire to his house. So what if people think that makes me a dishonorable evil coward? I took the only options open to me. What should I have done then? Just let the stronger guy keep it all to himself? Screw that. And if being strong, righteous and cool wasn't enough, he also... Haha, this really takes me back. You are hanging in there really well. I'm impressed. Shut up, don't you condescend to me. No, I'm serious. I'm complimenting you. You haven't used so much as a single underhanded trick so far. You're really saying that, Bima? So what, you are not going to try to hit me below the navel this time? During the Great War depicted in the Mahabharata, Duryodhana loses a duel to Bhima and dies. However, it was not an ordinary loss. It occurred because Bhima... Kwiat. World Premiere i zaczyna się cytatem od Lovecrafta. Proszę nie bądź survivalówką.
Responding. We found it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left. As we make the most of the little space the tree afford, we live under a constant threat from the fog.
Co jest Frostpunk, ale z elfami.
But one that overwhelms us with the worst kind of fear. And yet, if we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it,
It occurred because Bhima disregarded a rule forbidding duelists from striking below the navel. In revenge for a past humiliation he had suffered. Dark Switch się ten Frostpunk nazywa. O, Strike Spirit, w to graliśmy. Nadal wygląda strasznie surowo. Ale grało się fajnie. Ale jak znowu coś ciekawego pokażą, to wrócimy. Below the navel? What are you talking about? Huh? Hold on, how much of that war do you remember? Not all of it, that's for sure. I know Karna, Ashwataman and all you 100 princes were there, but that's about it. It's probably because this myth has its origins in the time I was a cook in King Virata's palace. I see, so you don't remember. Well, isn't that just perfect? It's not fair. Not only does this alter ego you have everything I ever wanted, but it's even invalidated that the one shred of righteousness I clung to in my final moments. Are you okay? Oh sure, I'm fine. It's no big deal, not anymore. It just gives me all the more reason to beat you as you are now. And that's all it does. No, druga gra z Icarus w nazwie. Process phase 3 complete. It is still not much, but I have at least a little room to breathe now. I will keep my Etherlight connected and let two other parallel thought processes handle the rest. Let us see how Aius is doing. We are still part of an alliance, and it is not fair that only Bima's master is still in good health. Good point. It seems she pushed herself quite hard. She looks like she is coming apart at the seams. That she is functioning at all is a small wonder. Good, you are awake. Try not to move. That connection you made has left you in quite bad shape. Tylko nawiązywało, czy to kolejny... Czy to kolejna gra z Jamesem Bondem? Kopenhaga. IO Interactive, tak, to James Bond. Where is he? Berserker? He is fighting right now. It is going... Not well, I'm afraid. I remembered, I understand now. I wanted a family. I missed having one, so I went looking for one. I knew what being alone felt like, and I didn't want to be alone here too. Aius? Did you remember who your alter ego personality was when your AI functionality was diminished? Yeah, I did. I understand now that he is the family I was looking for. Correct. Rani? Not to worry, my functional parts are still being worked on over there. I'm speaking to you now through a separate conversational interface projection. I'm not actually here and I don't have any admin privileges. Thank you for letting me out to speak with them. No need to thank me. Continue to refuse your requests while... Continuing to refuse your request while simply would simply have been more work. I just did the equivalent of moving an annoying chat window out of my way while I work. It was a perfectly rational decision. Thank you just the same. Now, as I was saying, you were one of my boldest experiments among the alter ego masters. Your master name is Alter Ego Isolated. I named you that because I'm basically a fragment of an alter ego servant. Affirmative. Berserker possessed a very unusual spirit origin. With it, he contained the essence of all his siblings. It probably has something to do with how they were all created from a single mass of flesh. So what does that mean? My real name, that is the name of the personality model I received when I was made into an alter ego, is Dussala. When the 100 princes were born from a single mass of flesh, she became the 101st, their only sister. And she's me. 3 strzałki, let's go. Can I ask you a favor? Please take me to him. But what about? I know I'm in bad shape, but if I don't go now, I will miss my chance. It's okay, I just want to stand on equal footing with Lancer's master. I'm sure Lancer won't try to come after me. Alright, I will take you. Thanks, now we are talking. We are still working together after all. Together after all. Aren't we? What's the matter, Duryodhana? That all you've got? Damn it. I can't believe I'm gonna lose to him again. Who am I? Before the war I married the king of another kingdom. But my husband, King Yagadratha, went off to fight alongside the Kauravas when the war began, and he never came home. And of course my 100 brothers all died on the battlefield as well. I never got to see their bodies. I only heard about their deaths when Arjuna visited my kingdom after the war. That was when I knew my brothers, my entire bloodline was gone. No trace of them remained in this world. My brothers' reputations may not exactly have been sterling, but they were still my family. So of course I wished to see them again. Just one more time. No, why stop there? I wish I could have been with them. I wish I could have fought with them. This may not be how I imagined it, but to think my wish was being granted all this time. Stupid. Huh? Stupid. Know what? Since it really looks to be true, I'm gonna say it again. You stupid brother of mine. What? I knew it. Dusala? Is that you? How should I know? But I do know I'm Ayus Dusala, an alter ego and your master. And now that we finally found each other again, I thought this time I'd get to fight by your side without you leaving me behind. So how come you are just lying on the ground all alone, stupid? Stop calling me stupid. You have no idea how hard it is being the oldest brother. Nope, guess not. That's why I will be cheering you on. I didn't get that chance last time. You went off on your own to fight and you never came home. That's why you've at least got to win this time. I couldn't cheer you on then, but this time I will be right here by your side. By my command spell? Go get him, Berserker, my stupid brother. Oh, I forgot you still had this. Why didn't you use it sooner, you cheapskate? Because you were in such bad shape you'd have burst if I poured so much energy into you. No, that's fine. I already used mine earlier. Taking the energy I've spent so far into consideration, I'd say we are finally on equal footing. Stop freaking condescending to me. It's always been like that, since we were kids. You were always better than us, always had everything we ever wanted. And then after we resort to cowardly measures to try and take it for ourselves, you even take that cowardice from us too. You and Arjuna never let us keep anything for ourselves. But now I have a chance. If I can beat you now that you are just an ordinary hero, I will finally get everything I want. Die, Bhima. Fuck.
よかろう。先に行ってやろう。勝ったな。なぜなら我らは100王子。5人の奴らの20倍多い。泣いて謝っても許してやらん。いいスパイスだ。華麗な動きであろう。部をわきまえろ。わし様が手を下すまでもない。
Chyba żwaka mam.
どこまでも登れ。一旦落ち着くか。本気を見せてやるか。よかろう。おいおい。これが賢いやり方だ。ほらほら。ぼーっとする部をわきまえろ。我が永遠の友よ。それ。柔らかくしてから切る。歯ごたえは大事だぜ。あくびみてえなもんだ。見ろよ。よかろう。
Oboje he dead.
ここにあるは我らが将。100の王子が集いて血をかけ吠える。蹂躙せよ。我が最強の軍団よ。ジャイカルラバ。いいスパイスだ。華麗な動きであろう。部をわきまえろ。
PC Gaming jak na razie taki se.
一直線にぶち抜く。一旦落ち着くか。
No fucking way.
よかろう。
Może pokazali coś ciekawego, ja już nie pamiętam, bo ja tak średnio pamiętam, co się dzieje i w ogóle dzisiaj nie miałem za bardzo czasu na nic. Ja szybko sobie przejrzałem, co się działo na Xboxowym przed streamem. Fajnie, że pokazali więcej z Kronosa. Kronos może być fajny. Blueber może w końcu zacznie robić dobre gry samemu. Jak on przeżył? Wiesz co jest najzabawniejsze w tej Personie 4? Że oni wcale nie chcieli jej pokazywać, tylko aktor głosowy angielski... Yosuke? Nie pamiętam, który to był. No, tego głupiego się wygadał gdzieś na jakimś wywiadzie, że nagrywał głosy do Persony 4 remake'u. Więc jakby nic nie pokazali, to by było trochę gorzej. A że nie mieli nic do pokazania, to tym bardziej problem. Teraz jakiegoś King Konga pokazują. Lost Rift. People can fly? Mam nadzieję, że to nie była survivalówka, bo największy problem PC gamingu to są survivalówki, ich jest w cholerę. Za każdym rokiem jest ich pełno. Trzeba przesiewać ziarno od plew. Brothers, my brethren born of the same flesh, now is the time to lend your eldest brother your strength. Jai Kaurava. I knew you and your brothers were one. And I'm ready to beat all 100 of you at once. Maruti Vayuputra. Kali była wczoraj. Obskoczyła w pierdol. Aha, I see. Kali może być śmieszna, ale no niestety Kagekio nie umiera nigdy. I messed up. I was ready for 100 siblings, but I didn't account for the 101st. As I am now, that little difference was all it took. Haha, you see that? I won, I finally beat you. What are you thinking, stupid? You don't look like you've won at all. O, mi się podobało, że była Bibi przez jeden dialog. Does this mean it's a draw? I oczywiście różowa kartezja była fajna. Kama jest okej, jakoś specjalnie jej nie lubię. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh well. Jeszcze 2 strzałki i będzie wszystko. Znaczy nie, żeby inne postaci były złe. Both Bima and Oriodana have suffered irreparable damage to their spirit cores. Najlepszą postacią był oczywiście Osztor. Osztor i jego master byli najlepsi. It is only a matter of time until they disappear. This would seem to mark the end of your Holy Grail War. If this is what the stars have decided, then so be it. Although I still don't understand where I went wrong, I can only offer my opinion on the matter. But I do not think it was wrong to focus on alter egos. You don't? I do. Avengers all the way. No, there are things which only they can do, no question about that. Jak walczyć z foreignerami. I think it may all come back to the reason servants in general have names, personalities and egos in the first place. Do you know why that is, Marcisław? More or less. You think it is because it is better if they do? No, bohaterowie trochę muszą mieć imiona, bo inaczej byśmy ich nie pamiętali, co nie? To, że mają imiona, znaczy, że zostali zapamiętani. Oznacza, że ludzkość uważa, że warto było ich zapamiętać. That may be just a tautology, but I will accept it. For me, I think it is because in the larger scheme of things, they are more useful that way. Feelings, ego and such things all fit into their strength. A dobra, od drugiej strony myślałem o tym. Na co ja teraz patrzę? Czy to jest Overkill 2? Chyba nie, ale wygląda fajnie. Nie Overkill, tylko Ultra Kill, Layer 8, Freud. Zajebiście. Zabawne, ile ta gra, kurde, już wychodzi. Chciałem ją kiedyś odpalić może na streamę, ale ona jeszcze nie jest skończona. This complex interplay is what gives servants their power. But that also means they could deteriorate if their different aspects are separated unnecessarily. Gdzie nie ma anime? Game'a? No przecież była Persona 4. No teraz jest te Netflixowe gówno o tym. O byciu hopiem przy telefonie na 112 dla superbohaterów. Na PC gamingu. Możliwe. I barotrauma była? Nie zauważyłem nawet. Ratatany były. Ej, jak nie było? Przecież była jakaś... Ale może to było na Xboxowym. Nie pamiętam. Nie, żeby to było jakoś specjalnie ważne. Nie będzie nowego Crasha, bo próbowali zrobić z Crasha multiplayerówkę i nie wyszła, więc nie będzie już więcej Crasha. Ludzie mają strasznie wybujałe mniemanie o Xboxie. Powinni zauważyć już dawno temu, że jeżeli coś wychodzi day one na Game Passie, to znaczy, że studio niedługo zostanie zamknięte. Jest taka teoria, że Microsoft zrobił tego całego Game Passa i te studia wykupuje po to, żeby zbankrutować te studia i po taniości od nich przejąć marki. Jest taka teoria. Ona może być prawdziwa. Nie musi być, ale może być. So we cannot simply bolster their numbers with a one-size-fits-all approach and call it good. Był teasowany na Twitterze? Przez kogo? Potem sobie przejrzymy jeszcze raz tak, skacząc po timeline'ie oba te pokazy i co tam właściwie było ciekawego. Ja mam słabą pamięć, pokaz może być, na pokazie może być parę fajnych gier na początku, ale potem nie będę pamiętał i stwierdzę, że średni był. If you require evidence, only take a look around. Those two may have fared okay, but Ryder and Custer's alter ego versions did not work at all, if you ask me. In fact, I think there is a very good chance they ended up weaker than their originals. One who tried to be no more than a tool, even if meant pretending to be evil, no escape his Lord shone in him. To escape his Lord shone in him. Ninja 1.4 wygląda cool. Mówisz o Chrono Odyssey czy o Chronosie? Chrono Odyssey to jest ta gra od twórców Black Deserta, a Chronos to od Bluebera. Taka ta postrzelanka horrorowa w Polsce. No i oto, to chyba jest remake Gearsów. Nie powiedzieli, czy to jest remake. Po mojemu to są remastery po prostu. Taka paczka remasterów, jak Master Chief Collection było. Z Chronosa mamy bardzo mało informacji, więc chciałbym więcej. Fajnie, że był ten szpital i były znaki podpisane, że blok operacyjny, a nie operational coś tam. Stylistyka też całkiem niezła, zobaczymy jak dalej. Mnie Tony Hawk nigdy nie grzał, więc nie jestem w stanie nic powiedzieć. Ryder, the ego of hypocrisy. The isolated personality of a fictional character that lay inside his inspiration's spirit origin. Custer, the alter ego of fabrication. Good point. Looking at the analysis of what has transpired, I cannot deny that possibility. I did observe a significant amount of power in Saber, the alter ego of Love and Loathing. Ale piękna Cartesia jest po prostu dobra. But I will admit that in the case of those two alter egos, some aspects shattered their overall balance. And yet I wasn't able to calculate that result. I failed to reach that answer. Why is that? I think it is because you failed to account for the most important parameter of them all. Emotions. That resulted in significant structural flaws. All humans, heroic spirits included, rely on their emotions, ego, self-consciousness and outward persona to determine their moment-to-moment actions. They are a complex interweave of numerous alter egos all laid atop one another. That is arguably what makes humans human. But you are an AI, your existence revolves around fulfilling a single command. And so you could not understand this aspect of humans. You believed a single ego would be sufficient. I see. I can't deny that either, but that doesn't lead to a new... But that does lead to a new question. If what you have said is true, then why does the alter ego class exist at all? Wydaje mi się, że to jest koniec. Że PC Gaming Show jest zamknięciem. Co najwyżej jeszcze Nintendo mogłoby wyskoczyć, ale Nintendo nie do końca ma powód, żeby wyskakiwać. Dopiero co mieli premierę Switcha 2, więc za jakieś parę miesięcy najmniej. Video Game Awards będą dopiero pod koniec roku. What's the difference between an alter ego that works and one that doesn't? To answer that, I think you should take a closer look at what is before you. That goes for me too. I should be watching what is transpiring here as well. So I wordlessly turn to face the same direction as my AI companion. AIs are made with a purpose, each is defined by a single crucial directive. The same may well be true for alter egos too. E3 jednak było lepsze. E3 też było dość cienką galą, ale było lepsze niż te kiliowe. Did I realize what it meant to be a being made with such a focus? What their value is? What they can do? Może jeszcze Gamescom będzie w międzyczasie? Gamescom będzie w sierpniu. Tyle, że Gamescom nie jest takim samym pokazem. Gamescom jest dużo bardziej skupiony na samych targach. From a different perspective, did I realize how sad, sinful and horrific their existence is? And at the heart of it all, did I realize what it truly meant to be an alter ego? I have to face the truth for myself. A Ubisoft Original. Nowe Settlersy? No ma to sens, że jakby były Settlersy pokazane, to pokazaliby je na PC Gamerze. To muszą być Settlersy, bo no... Bo to Ubisoft. A nie, dobra, chwila, to jest Anno. Anno 207 czy jakoś tak. Zabawne jest to, że Age of Mythology w Chinach już było. Był ten chujowy dodatek stworzony przez Chińczyków w Chinach i on był okropny. 117 Pax Romana. Też cool. Współfinansowane przez Niemcy.
Yeah, no, I'm Nate, and I was gonna.
I thought I told
Dobra,
you
idziemy
there's nothing
stąd.
up there.
Like, what's up there though?
Nothing.
There's a tower.
No to jest ta gra o sraniu. Sorry, master. I let the excitement go to my head. Before I go, I should probably at least ask you this. Did you get what you wished for? I don't know. For me, this was never about anything more than making amends for my own selfish peace of mind. That said, I do think this meant something. Once this war is properly over, it won't be long before our days are peaceful again. Sakura may not be here anymore, and I might not be able to get involved directly. Ciekawe jest to, że w ogóle Age of Mythology poszło w chińską mitologię zamiast w japońską. Wydaje mi się, że jednak większy appeal jest japońskiej mitologii. Mogę to mówić troszeczkę ze swojej perspektywy. Do tego wydaje mi się, że już tak troszeczkę skończył się szał na to, żeby ciągnąć lachę Chińczykom. Czy ja dobrze widzę, że do Warhammera Dark Tide'a jest crossover z Robocopem? Ale Endless Legends 2 teraz pokazują. Może w końcu gameplay, może w końcu walka będzie fajna. Endless Legends było fajną grą, tyle że walka była taka sama. Ciekawe, jakie rasy przejdą do dwójki. Widzę, że ci Forsaken, jak się nazywają panowie rycerzowie? Panowie dusze zamknięte w zbrojach. Chyba tego ich na razie pokazali. Oby smoków nie było. But I do feel like I was at least able to affirm her wish right up to the end. Yeah, you did the best you could for someone else's wish. Who cares if it came from a less than positive place? It's the truth, and you should be proud of that. You know, if this helped you find a satisfying answer, maybe it's not so bad that I couldn't serve you up a victory on a silver platter. What's so funny? I just realized something. I won more battles than I can count in life, but here I am completely satisfied in defeat. Sure, there were those times Hanuman wiped the floor with me to show off just how strong he truly was. But I've never felt this way from an ordinary brawl before. And against Duryodhana of all people too. This really is something else. That explains it. This must be one of the reasons I lost. I couldn't possibly win when I don't really care about victory or defeat. Especially when the other guys all raring to go. Still, I may not have any regrets about this fight, but that doesn't mean I don't have other regrets. There's still one thing I can't help but feel bad about. Huh? I'm sorry I didn't manage to serve you any food you enjoyed. You are wrong. You've got it all wrong. Your cooking was always delicious, of course it was. The problem was me. I'm the one who didn't think I had any right to smile after eating something so good. I'm sorry, Lancer. Even in your final moments, I couldn't give you anything but regrets. I'm sorry I couldn't appreciate how good your cooking was. I'm sorry I wasn't able to let you do anything heroic. Pokazują coś na tą cholerną konsolkę na korbkę. I nie wiem, czy warto przerzucać to na ekran. Chyba nie. If I'd only been normal, you could have fought and won instead of just cooking all the time. Now you are the one who's got it wrong, Master. I'm glad I ended up like this. O, na Playdata. Tak się nazywa ta konsola na korbkę. Playdate. I'm glad I spent all my time here cooking for you and only fought one battle at the time. If I'd been my perfect warrior self who already had everything I wanted, then I might have been really pissed off about losing this battle. O, toż to Nier Automata 2.
Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations, grow stronger, and prove your worth to your creator. You'll control up to 3 characters. It's a bit like switching weapons in a shooter, except here, you're switching full-on playstyles. Each character has their own unique combat style and active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even share attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux for a flurry of hits, and finish your combo with Echo's special attack. Mastering each playstyle will be essential, as you'll face a variety of powerful enemies, each with their own attack patterns and weaknesses. And at the end of every biome, you'll face powerful bosses. These are dramatic, high-stakes encounters designed to be tough but rewarding.
Ja pierdolę, tak zjebać taką fajną grę.
Enemy types change, and you'll have to adapt and make strategic choices to succeed.
Fuck that. No i teraz mi smutno. Morbid Metal. Fajnie gra wygląda, szkoda tylko, że to jest kolejny znowu rogalik. Na PC Gamerze nie można się za bardzo ekscytować grą, dopóki się nie zobaczy jej gameplayu. Co jest? Co do cholery? Pokazują Vivi, tylko z jakąś starszą panią. Ale dziwne. Co? No... No to... A Kwiatu nie jest starsza pani, ona po prostu ma takie zmarszczki i czarne i białe włosy bez powodu. No o to mi chodzi. Manipulowanie grawitacją w trudnej platformówce. Plus do tego niepokojący horror. Symulator autobusu, let's go, kolejny. And sulking like a spoiled brat right about now. Not to say I'm not a little pissed off about how he beat me right now. Honestly, it's embarrassing. It's a good thing my brothers aren't here to see this. But never mind that. My point is, it's because I'm not just my warrior self that I'm able to go out feeling fairly satisfied. So I think you are fine just the way you are. Even though you are trapped by guilt and you don't know why, you still decided to fight to make amends. That tells me you are gonna be alright. I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but I hope you can make amends for the guilt you harbor so deep inside one day too. Yeah, I hope I can too. Do you think I can? I already taught you the trick. Just do what you want to do. Sure, pain you can't forget sucks, but it's also a good motivator. In our case, we managed to survive our banishment and the war because we never forgot the humiliation we suffered. Shueisha Games. Chciałeś japońskie. To jest survivalówka. Ja się poważnie też zastanawiałem, czy nie chciałbym streamować tego Stellar Blade'a kiedyś, ale pokazali ten kolab z Nikę i ja rozumiem, że to jest to samo studio, ale no może nie, może ja nie chcę. Czy to jest maraton, co teraz pokazują? Chyba nie, to jest ten dobry maraton. Zagrajcie w Maraton 2. Ten stary maraton. So if you are saddled with guilt you can't forget, it also means you've got a source of strength that will never go away. That's a better way to use your guilt than letting it overwhelm you until you can't do anything at all. Can't forget about it? Make it work for you. Turn it into fuel that will keep you moving forward forever. Fuel that will keep you going no matter the difficulties or hardships you face down the road. Kolejna gra farmerska. Yeah, you are right. I'm going to start using this guild as a motivation I will never ever forget. And let it help me walk the path I want to take. Well, looks like it's about the time. See you around, Master. Next time we meet, I will cook you a meal so good you won't be able to help smiling once you've tried it. Count on it. O, i znowu jest to gra farmerska z wielką ilością krwi. Grave Seasons. Yeah, I can't wait. Now I kind of feel bad. Seems my wish was somewhat granted. O, Blumhouse. O, jakie ładne. Czy mówię ładne, ale jest takie... okej.
We've got to get out of here.
No okej, przestało być ładne.
I'll keep an eye out for anything dangerous.
Karcianka.
I'll check for anything on the floor.
Czy to jest gra od twórców tego
Seriously robbed me. Is that blood?
Disco Elysium?
Keep your cards close to your chest.
No, this isn't right.
For you'll need to decide who you can trust.
Is
Bo
someone
twórcy
there?
Disco Elysium rozpadli się na 4 studia. I każdy z tych studiów tworzy swoją własną grę. To wygląda jak jedno z tych studiów.
Horn of the Abyss, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines unofficial patch, Doom
A,
for
dobra.
Phobos, and more mods join GOG.
GOG.
Pre-installed and ready to play, smooth as never before. Just add the mod to your library, click download, and install it. It's that
O,
simple.
fajne.
GOG has teamed up with modding communities to bring you iconic fan creations, which by restoring cut content, fixing long-standing bugs, to introducing entirely new quests, characters, and experiences, breathe new life into classic titles. Later this year.
Niech będzie.
Hungry? Get some fast food. Velocity noodles. Fast food in this bag.
Czego to jest reklama? A. To nie jest Hotline Miami 3, ale wygląda bardzo podobnie, więc pewnie ci sami twórcy, albo ma wyglądać podobnie. Intravenous 2 niedawno wyszło. A to takie trochę polskie, bardziej skradankowe Hotline Miami. Deadwire. O, Minecraft. Jezu, jaki brzydki. Ostatnia strzałka. In the end, he never even tried to hit me below the navel. It got me thinking, what does it mean that he didn't try? What was he thinking back then, when he did it? Dinku. No i będzie jeszcze jedna kropka epilogu. Was the personality that chose not to resort to such a trick always there within him? The more I think about it... Hang on, what am I doing? Who cares? Thinking about it won't change me, him or the past. All that matters is that today I won. At long last, it's my time to shine. Let the good Duryodhana time begin. Hey, what's the big idea? The winner should be on a pedestal, not lying in someone's lap. Who cares? You are always too worried about appearances anyway. Hey, when you look as good as me, who would blame you for caring? Well, I guess you don't look too bad as long as you keep your mouth shut. It's okay, just be honest. I can tell you agree with me anyway. So are you satisfied? My answer is obvious, so instead I will ask you. What about you? Are you satisfied? I guess, but only barely. You, our brothers, my husband, my father-in-law, I didn't have any idea you'd all died until it was too late. For all you know, I could have ended up hating you all for just going off to fight and leaving me all alone. O, ładna gra. Eclipsium. Podwodny dum. Dum a turtle. Abyssum.
We're PlayFusion, a studio done playing by AAA rules who still believe games belong to players.
Ascendant?
Ascendant is an FPS capture the flag reimagining where strategy collides with chaos.
to z Bogiem. At least this is better than that. This time I got to stay with you right to the end. I can at least stay by your side until you are gone. I see. No wait, what are you saying? I'm still perfectly healthy. In fact, I will even answer your question. Hell no, I'm not satisfied at all. You're not? Not at all? Are you sure? Well, I don't know. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't find anything I was looking for. So maybe I'm just barely satisfied like you. Listen, I've been looking for everything this world has to offer. That's what I want. Co tam się dzieje na ekranie? A, to jest... Miał Genix. Wygląda jak od autora tych... Happy Friends, czy jak to tam się nazywało? Nie wiem, nie oglądałem. So, of course the sister who had to live on her own path would be part of that. Thanks. I didn't realize you were missing or that I was wondering where you had gone until I knew it was you, though. You can't blame me for that, though. How was I supposed to notice 1 out of 100 siblings going missing? You've got to be more careful not to get lost, damn it. Hold on to my sleeve if that's what it takes. Actually, on second thought, make it Dusasana's sleeve. Having you clinging to me would get annoying. Co tu się dzieje? Czemu oglądamy live action The Thing? Z podróżą w czasie. Co jest? A, no tak, bo to jest... Bo to jest ARG. Dead Reset. To nie jest do końca gra, to jest film interaktywny. Nic nie pokazali z tego, więc tyle wiemy. No way, Dusasana would totally yell at me for that too. Then hold on to one of our other brother's sleeves, I don't care who. Look, I had a lot going on back then. Way too many brothers to watch, plus I had to train them, make allies. And I had to lead us all in the war. As greedy as I was back then, this version of me now wants even more. Who are you? If someone had asked me that, I would have told them, I'm probably the alter ego of Avarice. It was nice going after everything I wanted, but it wasn't enough. Of course, just finding my sister isn't going to be enough to satisfy me. Ah, you are the worst. Still, I know that's just who you are. Man, I'm sleepy. I guess even I can't beat the Sandman. This sucks. There's still so many things I wanted to get before I fell asleep. Yeah, that's right, I'm greedy, so hey, you, come here. Yeah, you, Marcisław. Me? Yeah, you and I, we are still in an alliance, so I've got an order for you. Since I'm not going to be able to get everything I want, make sure you at least get everything you want in my place. Oh, don't look at me like that. I don't know what you are up against, but you've got a battle ahead of you, and it's to save the world, right? If you winning that battle leads to saving the world, you're as good as claiming the world for yourself. I don't know if I'd say that. Well, it's true, so I am naming you my proxy. You are going to get the world in my place. There we go, now I can sleep in peace. Oh, I'm sorry about him. Don't worry about it, okay? It's fine, I think that was just his way of encouraging me. O, skończyło się. You think so? I'm not sure I agree, but I appreciate how charitable you are being. Anyway, I pushed myself so hard earlier that I'm about at my limit. So while we are here, do you mind if I say something? Thank you for all your help. I'm glad you were the first master I met here. I was so happy when you rescued those repair girls from Caster. I'm sure that kind heart of yours is going to save everyone else in your upcoming battles too. So good luck, and please take care of yourself. Well, I entrusted what came next to Ashwataman back then, and now I'm going to do the same thing with you. Yet another example of how incredible I am, delegating the last parts of things to someone else so I can take it easy. So I'm going to do this right. From now on, you are the commander. I'm the Shikikan. I am the Grey Raven. Got that? Whatever you do, make sure you claim the world for yourself. They found an answer that meant something to them because they were alter egos, not in spite of it. I think that was true for at least some of the servants in this world as well. I cannot deny that this has meaning. Generally speaking, alter egos are purified versions of their original selves. That is why they sometimes go down paths and open up possibilities which would be difficult for their normal personality. Then I suppose it was my method of creation that was responsible for my failure. Not at all. I think we actually need to be paying attention to the reverse. We should be looking at how they are made before questions of problematic process come into the picture. The question we need to ask is not how do we purify people to create alter egos. Instead, we should be asking why were the alter egos already purified when they were created? I think alter egos are born precisely because they are purified. Unlike their standard selves, they are focused on one particular feeling. This happens when those feelings become too strong or even overwhelming, which is why the resulting being contains new possibilities not present in the original. I see, so you are saying alter egos require a kind of naturally occurring directive to be effective. Not necessarily. I would not say it is impossible for one with the kind of power you were looking for to form spontaneously, especially when one so close to holding such new possibilities lasted in this world right up to the end. Conversely, it is also not guaranteed that such an alter ego would form spontaneously every time a given being naturally possesses such feelings. In the end, alter egos remain fragments of personalities, so some are not durable enough to survive alone. I think that is probably why so many of them end up tied to multiple divinities. At any rate, it seems clear now that creating alter egos by forcibly separating personalities was never likely to yield any with the kind of power we would need. Then it seems mine truly was just a twisted equation. That it was akin to searching for meaning in the starry sky. and allowing myself to be so dazzled by the sheer number of them that I included paper moons, I floated myself in the answer. That's right, I still need to answer that question. If anything here is twisted, it is your own natures. You have already created countless alter egos. You have agreed that they make excellent additions to a fighting force. Why is one alter ego acceptable but not 100? What makes them permissible but 1,000 taboo? Your inability to answer this is what is twisted. One alter ego or not, it makes no difference. The fact remains that you are aware of the twisted nature inherent to alter egos, and you accept them without either question or reason all the same. That is one of the human race's worst habits. You allow unfettered emotion to cloud your capacity for rational thought. It's true, using alter egos is twisted, regardless of how many. But I want to think that doesn't make it wrong. Why is that? Because they are at peace with the fact that they are alter egos. And I think that means it's probably okay. I see, so you trust the alter egos in Chaldea. You believe the fact that they formed naturally is proof they are right to exist. So you didn't have to find a reason, it already existed inside of them. Now I understand, what seemed twisted at first may actually just be a series of righteous things layered atop one another. I can't deny that too is a possibility, even if astronomically speaking it seems like a miracle so unlikely as to be practically impossible. Yes, failing to realize that is probably the most important reason for my calculations having gone awry. Emotions, people, alter egos, the ways beings' wills, power and personalities exist and intermingle. I see now that I should have tried to study those things more closely from my vantage here on this paper moon. I've reached my final processing phase. It won't be long now before this conversational interface and the dust of Osiris' AI Holy Grail War system disappear. Suffice to say, you are going to be quite thoroughly rebooted. So there will not be any room left for irregularities. I wonder what's going to happen to this world. This conceptual paper moon world only arose thanks to the power of the microscopic Holy Grail that spawned here. Once you retrieve the Holy Grail, there will be no way left to observe it. From the outside, you will only see the paper moon working normally as any other device. So what will we see on the inside? I can only estimate based on the information on hand, but it may be that this world will continue to operate as it did before the Holy Grail War began. I see. In that case, I have a favor to ask. That is fine. I can lay out a path before we go. Consider it a bonus. But besides, the winner of this Holy Grail War was always meant to become this world's central governing AI. And when that happened, you, that is, the personality known as Rani 12, would be merged with them and disappear. So for you, the end of an AI Holy Grail War was the beginning of the next phase, as well as the end of your own existence. A small price to pay for the greater good. As long as my functionality is carried over, that's all that matters. Alright, this may just be something of a ceremonial position, but I will set it so that you become the next central governing AI once the position is vacant, Cerejeiro. And from there I just need to keep things running normally from somewhere no one will see me. Well, if I can keep Grow and the other areas all working like normal, maybe it'd be enough to let Sakura rest in peace. By the way, what sort of alter ego AI was Cerejeiro? Cerejeiro was just as experimental as the master of Berserker. I put her together at the last minute in response to the shape events were taking. She is... Huh? Why did I not realize that myself? I mean, I understand I am an alter ego myself right now, but even so... So that's how it was. It still doesn't feel real even after hearing that. I mean, I guess it does a little, but that's all. I've told you everything I need to. It won't be much longer now. Oh, wait a minute, there is still something I need to tell you. Rani 12, the current version of the Paper Moon's central governing AI. I just want to say something to you as an alchemist of the Atlas Institute. Your experiment may have failed and it may have been going down the wrong path from the start, but none of that changes the fact that you did your best to avert the destruction you foresaw, all without anyone being the wiser. And that is a wonderful thing. You have fulfilled your duty admirably. Even if your actions were ultimately mistaken, I still commend you for your work. Trite as this expression may be, we cannot let fear of failure stop us from conducting experiments. Well done, Rani 12. You can recall your mistake and still sleep with no regrets. Thank you. That's right, all I ever wanted was to avert the impending destruction. Which is why I will dedicate the possibility that my observations may have been mistaken and the significance of my failure experiment to your upcoming journey. May the stars bless you on your way. And may the stars of the northern sky illuminate your way even in the darkest, most difficult times. Alright, while we did not plan to come here, it is still good manners to leave a place cleaner than you found it. I can at least make sure everything is in its proper place. Now I just open a Spiriton escape gate with which to log out. I think I will make it a door to make the metaphor clear. Alright, we can go. Is there anything else before we leave? Yeah, I at least know what I have to say now. If we ever meet again, I hope we can talk. That's all. Of course, I'd be glad to. See you. Oh, I just remembered, this will be the end of this version of me too. So let me say this now, Marcisław. Especially since I do not want to bring back any regrets to my outside self. I am glad I got to go on this adventure with you. It was a lovely dream. This version of me was never meant to exist, and that means this has been truly miraculous. What do you mean by that? Ile kurwa? Epilogusy zazwyczaj mają jedną strzałkę, czemu tu są 3? Okej, no to lecimy. Section 17. Epilog. Senpai, how are you feeling, senpai? Morning, Mash. You look like you always do. Phew, what a relief. Yep, vitals are all looking good. Not that there was ever a problem with them. More like you fell into a strange coma, but not one like your usual REM state. Then you woke up just as suddenly. It's a real head scratcher, alright. And then there's Sion. Same thing happened to her, right down to waking up at the same moment. Yes, that certainly was strange, but now that we have both woken up and we are in perfectly good health, I would say we have nothing to be concerned about. Do you not agree? I mean, sure, that's the most important thing, but did this actually happen for no real reason? Like, did you two get hit with localized sapping gas? An electromagnetic pulse to your brains? Some unknown form of magecraft? I can't help but think there must be a reason behind this. Alright, I just recalled the problem we were working on prior to Marcisław and I falling asleep. How is the paper one doing now? Oh, that? For some reason it started working again right around the time you woke up. It's working like always now, though we are still checking to make sure. I wonder what happened with it. We will need to keep digging to see what we can find out. I see. I am glad to hear it is back to its old self. The paper wound. You look troubled, senpai. Is something wrong? I suspect you had a dream while you slept, yes? Do you recall what it was about? I do think I was dreaming, but no, I can't remember. Surprise, sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you something? Our foundation of humanity grade just jumped from E to D not too long ago. Do you two have any idea why that might be? Not a clue. Any idea, Sion? No comment from me either. After all, it was not something I experienced. So let us just chalk it up to both me and Marcisław growing without realizing it. The important thing is that one of our problems is solved. Can we not just be happy about that? That's weird. It's not like Sion to be so vague. More importantly, I think you should keep examining Master Marcisław. It seems he pushed his brain harder than usual this time, so that deserves a thorough checkup. Oh yeah, good point. Okay, one last round of medical exams, then we will call it a day. We might still call you in for follow-ups, but for now the best thing you can both do is rest up in your own rooms. Not you though, Mash. I want you to stay and rest here, where I can keep an eye on you until you are properly recovered. You haven't gotten a wink of sleep since Marcisław lost consciousness. I've been at his bedside the whole time, so I'm ordering you to get some rest right here, right now. Oh, I get the feeling you are about to have an unusual visitor. I would like to see what happens next, but my room is off that way, so I will just wish you good luck. Huh? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Oh, this creature. Hi, Elron. Yeah, you know who I am, right? I'm Sergeira Elron. I work in the records department. We've said hello before, but never really talked. But now I'm really curious about her for some reason. She's the alter ego, the involved type, I suppose you could say. She just happened to be nearby during the first rotation, so she probably was at least physically close to you. However, her alter ego is just a copy of the original's personality model, so she has no direct connection to her counterpart in the outside world. Your minds were drawn in here by direct, if accidental intervention, which probably rendered your bodies comatose. But the real Sergeira is going about her normal life completely unaware that she's been copied. Any feedback she does experience is likely to be no more than a slight subconscious tingle of sorts. The reason there is such a difference between you two and her is that, well, she was already in a state of mind that made her very easy to copy. Whereas the two of you fell in here entirely by accident. That's why she became an official Master AI and you didn't. I can only guess, but I believe she may have already been slightly mentally unstable, such that it would be easy for a fragment of her personality to be detached. She was likely experiencing the kind of instability which would make her dislike who she is and look for a chance at becoming someone else. Hey. Yes? Don't you shout like that, you scared me. So anyway, I usually leave the personal relationship stuff to Munier and the others, so we've never really talked much before. But there's something I want to talk to you about now. Would you come with me? It won't take long. So what's this about? Well, there's something I've been meaning to apologize for. I just suddenly had the feeling now would be the good time to talk to you. Okay, here goes. Remember back when... December 27, 2019. The blizzard has come and gone. Now all that remains is clear blue sky. Before long, the pale blue is marked by the single black dot of an approaching helicopter. The helicopter brings important passengers and the harsh reality that the end is close at hand. Oh man, they are almost here. What are you so upset about? Are you really gonna be that sad to say goodbye to this job? Of course not. Sure, I've got other things to do too. But I know when I took this job that being the gatekeeper for a secret Antarctic base would be boring as hell. I swear, who did they think was gonna come visit us? The local penguins? Still, boring as the job is, it's a big deal knowing today is my last day. Is that how it works? Anyway, why are you here to help out in my first and last big moment at this job? Wait, does this mean you want to spend as much time with me as possible before we say goodbye, Sergio? Ktoś przetacza metalowe kule po podłodze. Don't be ridiculous, I'm just following orders. This might well be the first time anything noteworthy happened at this gate. So they wanted a record keeper here for posterity. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me by my first name? I can't help it, it's just such a great name. I wonder how many times I've used it anyway. So hey, I know it's a long shot, but there's something I've been wanting to say. We've been working together a pretty long time now, and I guess we will be getting out of here and going out our separate ways soon, so... I was wondering if you'd like to grab a bite to eat with me sometime. I'm serious. 312. Huh? That's how many times you've called me by first name without my permission. I kept track. Oh wow, that's impressive. I guess there's a reason why you went into record keeping. That's not the point. My point is, do you really just want to grab one bite with me? You've been trying to get to know me for a while, pretty unsubtly too, so many times as you've used my first name. So many times as many times as you've used my first name. Do you really want to ask me out just this one time? Don't be ridiculous, of course I was gonna ask you out a bunch of times. As long as you say yes, I will keep inviting you. So, does this mean you are saying yes? It does, right? Oh man, this is great, I'm so glad I finally worked up the courage to ask. Hey, come on, stop pumping your fist and get back to work. Look, they are outside the gate right now. That must be our new director, Gordolf Music, and... Who's the pink-haired lady? His secretary? Probably, yeah. There's people from the UN inspection committee here too. That's sure not just a bunch of randos. Hey, where's the mic on this thing? Is this it? We are here. Someone open the gate, damn it. Yeah, alright. I gotta do this whole check-in protocol thing for maybe the first time ever. Would you hit the button to let them in once the light turns green, Sergero? Also, what would you like to eat? Got it. I'm good with anything, but Portuguese food would be nice to have again. I haven't been back home in ages. So there you have it, I was the one who opened the gate and let them in. As I look back on it, that was our last chance to stop all of this from happening. I keep dreaming about how things would be different if I'd just realized something was off back then. Hey, come on, there's no way you could have known. I know. We were already writing up documents, getting ready for court hearings, and Director Music's takeover was completely legal. Hell, he was strict just like the rest of us, for the matter, so I know we were basically destined to end up here. But even so, I can't help but think about what would have happened if I hadn't hit that button. The fact is, I pushed up across that final line between this happening and not happening. And I just can't get that out of my head. Maybe I could have noticed something was off with Koyanskaya and told them the gate was acting up or something? Maybe I could have then talked to one of the higher-ups and things would have turned out differently? Maybe if things had gone differently, he would have made it onto the border too. And I wouldn't have broken my promise to have dinner with him. There's so many possibilities all swirling around my head, I can't just forget what happened. I mean, I'm a record keeper, I write journals for fun, and my family's lineage of memory magecraft never lets me forget anything. That's why I can't get rid of this guilt. All the time I've got this giant ball of guilt making me wonder how things could have gone differently if I'd just been a little more careful. I've talked about this in therapy. Maybe everyone else here already knew how guilty I feel. Hell, maybe even you noticed at some point. But right now, for some reason, I got the urge to tell you myself. I wanted to apologize to you, to your face. So please let me say this. I know it's selfish of me, but I just have to get these words out. I'm sorry. You have nothing to apologize for. And that guilt you are carrying around, we all share it too. That's right, we all feel guilty. And as for how we can put it behind us, forget about it, whether we should forget about it, whether we can ever make amends, Well, I don't think anyone knows the answers to those questions yet. So let's go find them together. Okay. That's right, strange person I feel like I met in a dream. Letting the guilt overwhelm me isn't going to do anyone any good. So even if I can't forget it, I can still use it to fuel me and let it drive me to do what I can how I want. And I'm going to trust that one day that will be enough to finally make amends. Okej, teraz rozumiem czemu dla wielu ulubiona postać z chaptera. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Kind of lonely? Anxious? Oh, how so? Go on, tell me, what did you forget? What's got you feeling lonely? Actually, I don't think I feel that way anymore. Really now? What's that all about? They said you were in a coma or something and none of them knew why. So I thought I'd stop by to see if there were any fun changes in you. But you look the same as ever. You're so boring. Why couldn't you be drowning your woes in booze or whining about not wanting to work anymore or something? All I wanted was a golden opportunity to drag you into depravity, and you couldn't even give me that. What is it? That reminds me, don't work too hard without checking in with us. Huh? Why are you scolding me when I didn't even do anything? Did you forget that I've been boycotting my entire God of Love gig this whole time? You really don't need to tell me not to work too hard, way ahead of you there. So don't get the wrong idea, okay? I'm only here because, well, it just worked out that way. Even so, I'm glad you're here. Are you still half asleep or something? Why would you be glad to see the Demon King of Depravity? Maybe you really did experience some kind of degenerative, self-destructive change, the kind just begging to be corrupted. But for now, why don't you just treat yourself a bit? Go on back to sleep if you are still drowsy. You have convinced me. Good night. It could be that the alter egos wanted to materialize. That these other personalities that still exist despite being ignored and repressed want nothing more than to come to the forefront. Maybe the very expression of that desire is what makes alter egos what they are. Which would mean that the alter ego who longs for love, no matter how minute, is still somewhere inside the servant that created her. Idiot. Well, that was certainly embarrassing. Now that I have analyzed Rani 12 and determined how she came about, it is clear this incident was one of the ordeal calls that men told us about. Still quite a surprise to see so much distortion built up on the paper moon of all places. It may not have risen to the level of the 7 taboos, but if I had been a little more diligent, maybe we would have discovered this distortion before it became a problem. As I am meant to be the paper moon's caretaker, this has been a humbling experience. The only positive is that, despite being taken by surprise, we were still able to resolve the situation. Everything else simply demonstrates how much room we have for improvement. And thanks to my frequent use of memory partition, I can recall the whole experience clearly. In fact, I wonder if I am the only one who does. Kama is also accustomed to existing as multiple versions of herself. I would not be surprised if she remembers too, but I think I will be merciful and not bring it up. As for Miss Elron and Marcisław, I would expect their memories are subconscious at best. Still, an opportunity like this does not come along every day, so I may as well go over it as a thought experiment. We were brought into the Paper Moon's world during the first spin of the alter ego generating centrifuge. It is therefore extremely likely that Marcisław was an alter ego too. But what kind of alter ego was he? His poor condition when we first entered that world may be a hint. He was in bad enough shape that he could barely fight without help from my Etherlight. So he was in suboptimal physical condition for reasons unknown, and there was a discrepancy between his mind and body. Put all this together and... oh, now I see. Hypothesis 1. He was an alter ego who was fed up with fighting. Yes, I like that idea. In fact, I certainly hope he has such a side to him somewhere. Ideally, no human should ever want to fight more than is necessary. If he lacks that trait, then he will never be able to go back to normal life once the fighting is over. Let us try the opposite approach. If a given person was excited about fighting a battle for the fate of the world, and was neither hesitant nor concerned about it, if that person did not have the slightest trace of a personality that would push them to avoid fighting where necessary, that person would be a berserker in human form. Something about them would have to be broken. Such a person would never be able to return to normal life after fighting ended. They would continue to seek bloodshed wherever they went. Many such cases. But fortunately, Marcisław has also demonstrated the strong likelihood that he will not go down that path. That is good. That is how he should be. Well, when he used Medusa's virtual noble phantasm mystic god to fight back himself, I did also see that he was completely unafraid to stand on the front line, but the one does not cancel out the other. There are times in many people's lives when they end up loving someone despite trying to avoid it. And when they fight in hope of not having to fight again. Of course, if he is willing to fight despite being sick of fighting as long as he has sufficient reason, that is a worrying possibility unto itself. But there is probably nothing we can do there except encourage him to continue seeing a therapist. Another possibility, made perhaps with the benefit of hindsight, is that he did not win the Holy Grail War. Using that as a hint, maybe it was a version of him which was not the last master of humankind and was not responsible for the world's fate. He was just like me for real. Maybe that version of him was just an ordinary master, an alter ego who was just looking to take it easy for once? That one seems unlikely. Of course, ultimately this is all just conjecture. It would simply be that he was pulled into that world because he was a master with command spells, and that he was the one exception that was never made into an alter ego at all. In that case, his poor physical condition could be chalked up as a simple reconstruction error during the import process. I think I would give that one about 50-50 odds. Anyway, I think that is enough considering what happened to Marcisław for the time being. Right now I need to reflect on my own mistakes. Like the fact that I took advantage of my childhood appearance to use that thread I threw away because it was simply too unethical to rely on. Talk about a black mark. Anyway, I suppose I failed to realize I still had these feelings. Czyli fejtowa Sion nie używa w ogóle Etherlighta? No to ciekawe. Bo Etherlight nie służy tylko do podczepiania się komuś pod nerwy. Even though I had long since come to the conclusion that I should not be their friend, it seems there is still a childish part of me who wants to, regardless. That simply will not do. I had better excise this memory permanently. But despite myself, I still decided to play back just one part of it. Although this version of myself... Jak to działa? Czemu ten czarny pasek na dole tak skacze? Although this version of myself standing here never forgot what I decided my place should be. Now that I have adventured through a world where I was able to forget that place, if briefly, I thought I should reaffirm the feelings that led me to make that original decision. Oh hey, isn't that... Żuchu! Not often I see you reading, Żużu. What, you got a problem with that? It's some kind of essay that just popped up in the database one day. It was a good test subject for my emergency excitation response system. But once I used that to materialize it, I didn't have anything better to do than, well, read it. So what's it about? It's a treatise on alter egos, how they are formed, the implications of their existence, that kind of thing. A racja, Żużu też jest alter ego. We have been quick to make use of this class of servants despite not understanding their greater significance or true nature. And perhaps it is time we take a moment to reconsider that choice. I believe doing so will lead us to a greater understanding of alter egos in general. And also help us learn how to make even more effective use of their power. I know, right? Takes itself real seriously. Oh, it goes on to say this too. Alter egos generally appear of their own accord. So be warned that unless you are using yourself as material and you already possess an incredibly OP skill, intentionally making a new one would be both difficult and ill-advised. Well, hell, even speaking for myself, I have no idea why this version of me is an alter ego. But you don't regret being one, right? Of course not. I might not know why I came out like this, but I know exactly why I am this way. Obviously, it's because of my deep, abiding love for... Pause for dramatic effect. Lady U. That's the part of this essay I agreed with the most. It says that even though alter egos are derived from fragments of the original's personality, the nature of their existence also makes it possible for them to do things the original couldn't. In my case, if I was still my old self with all my extraneous ties and obligations, I wouldn't be able to live the dream of devoting everything to Lady U. It'd be nice if she put a little effort into her job too. Since I'm one of the keenest intellectuals around here and one of the alter egos in question, I think I will add my own thoughts on the subject. I'm pretty sure regular people are just as capable of doing the same thing as alter egos, filled with a singular focus. For example, let's say you accomplish a great feat and go down in history. Maybe the you who accomplished that wasn't the normal you, but a you who only lived to love someone else. Maybe it was a you who just wanted to protect a certain someone even if it cost you your life. Or maybe it was a you who only cared about killing someone. My point is, maybe as alter egos are just a series of the countless moment-to-moment heroic forms everyone has within them. Or something like that. I think I kind of maybe understand what you mean, possibly. Which is it? Oh well, it's no big deal. Like I said, I was just reading this cause I didn't have anything better to do. Some old-timey jazz chosen by who knows who echoed quietly throughout the cafeteria. The musician was singing a heartfelt song about how as long as you believe in them, Even artificial creations and paper moons can become as real as anything else. Jako że z muzyki jest noga, to piosenką, która jest śpiewana, jest Paper Moon. Chyba. Nie, Paper Moon jest tegoroczną piosenką od Ako. Jak brzmi? Nice. A, jest też Paper Moon od... Sporo tego jest. Większość to wersje It's Only a Paper Moon, więc pewnie to może być to. Franka Sinatry, chociażby. Może. It got me thinking, maybe in the same way sabers fight with swords and lancers fight with spears, alter egos fight with the strength that comes from devotion to something beside themselves. Complex breakthrough. You got Torch of the Polar Star. The fuck is this? Give me a fucking Graal. Dziękuję. O, It's Only a Paper Moon jest tym utworem. O kurwęcka, ale brzydkie, co to jest? O, class score dla alter egów się pojawił. Japanese area. Ordeal koldu. Dziesięć questungów. 10 kwarcu. Dobranoc, dobranoc. To mogliby zmienić.
A to 1手の時に勝敗を分けるのがアテンドスキルです。解放慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの、受け取り忘れにはご注意くださいね、先輩。慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの、受け取り忘れにはご注意くださいね、先輩。
Chyba, bo trzeba zrobić questy. Dokończyć to. I reszta zostaje na bakatorię. -1 ten roll na różową kartezję. Jakie kurwa kostnica simulator? A, to nie znam. Okej. Nie było warto. Jedyny symulator, jaki mnie jakkolwiek interesuje, to symulator księdza.
この時期、日本の水田ではふと興味を覚えたのですが。
Gdzie to był taki fajny gauntlet? To jest Caster i Berserker. Mhm. Co preferuję? Nie robiłem jeszcze tych main interludów, bo ja zrobiłem kiedy były nowe. A mi się nie chce ich powtarzać. O, to by było fajne, gdyby nie to, że nie jest fajne. Tu jest Saber. A dobra, w dupie, lecimy pojedynczo. Pragnę zauważyć. No to jest darmowy kwarc, prawda? Ale ja w końcu znalazłem czas, żeby trochę pograć w Mahoyo i jestem z tego powodu zadowolony. Nie mam pojęcia, dlaczego ludzie podczas eventu Mahoyowe w Gio się zdziwili, że ptaszor potrafi mówić. Przecież on potrafi mówić w Mahoyo też. I w Mahoyo mu się morda o wiele mniej zamyka. O, jest cały chapter. Czy ona czasem się nie stunuje sama siebie na koniec MP?
一緒に恋ブラステッド
Tak. Dobra, jeszcze Caster. Tu chyba Casterów nie znajdę. To są same duchy. Caster był na Okeanosie.
人型の器というものは不便なものですね。
Dobra.
完全敗北、完全敗北。よろしく。まあ、いかほど。空想具現、千の鎖を道を示せ。仰ぎなさい、星を覆う天外を。耐えられますか？機嫌ご用件を特別に。では報酬を与えましょう。水、熱、震え、別れ。我が手の上で弾けるがいい。イノベーション、イノベーション始めます。抑制でいかほど。空想具現、千の鎖を道を示せ。仰ぎなさい、星を覆う天外を。契約を続行しますか？いい判断です。それでこそ私のマスターかと。
No. Weekly questy zdążone.
6月といえばラベンダーが色づく頃ですね。先輩も小さなことからコツ。
Pokazali Silksonga, bo no, nie miałem dzisiaj kompletnie czasu na oglądanie, więc tak przejrzałem tylko. A, dobra, czyli to jednak widziałem, że no tak, Silksong będzie na premierę u nas, działał świetnie na naszym nowym Xboxie, który jest tylko brandowanym rogalajem. Co jest nie tak z tą wersją? A, dobra, bo to jest stara wersja bez dubu. Chwila, to ja muszę w takim razie tutaj zmienić parę rzeczy. Gdzie jest wersja z dubem? Tu jest wersja z dubem.
Hello and welcome.
A, ale ta jest voiceowana. Może będzie ok. No, Persona 4 Revival musieli pokazać, bo się Yuri Lowenthal wygadał, że jest w produkcji, więc musieli coś zrobić.
Any rare or
でも椅子ないっすねここ。じゃあ立ってるっす。小坊主だけに廊下に立ってるのがお似合いっす。あれ？今はうまいこと言ったんすかね自分。
Oh my god, it's
Kocham tego ptaszora. Jest wersja bez komentarzy? Może? O, jest, ale po rusku.
Zibun長いっす。プロイ歴長いっすよ。舞女神の頃からアリスさんに仕えてるっす。なんで青いかとかどうでもいいっす。特技はズバリ探偵役と被害者役。でも探偵である自分が真っ先にコロコロするんで、誰が自分を殺したか結局誰もわからないっす。
プロイ？待ってくれ。それには聞き覚えがある。プロイって何なんだ？何なんだと言われても困るっす。エロいとか役いいとかの最上級じゃない。アリスさんの話をするっす。なんとアリスって天使なのか？ヒルっす。自分はアリスに自分とアリスさんが初めて出会った時のメモリーを聞くっすよ。アリスさんああ見えて友達一人しかいなかったっすから、もっぱら自分が話し相手っつうか。ほら壁相手にカコーンカコーンってピンポン玉打ち返すゲーム、あんな感じっす。アリスさんのメモリーはおよそ14年分。じゃあ1年目から行くっすよ。いやだから行くっすよ。もう誰も自分は止められないっす。
Jak daleko muszę jeszcze polecieć? Bo mi tylko... Tutaj chcę sprzedawać... O, jest. To bym chciał sprzedawać te... brudy na Alice chciał sprzedawać za pół darmo.
中に迷い込みそうになったら助けてあげて、危険なものには近寄らないように誘導もしてあげて。でも思い上がらないことね、しずきくん。別にあんたのことが心配なわけじゃ無理だ。
Too bad Robin died on Ligma.
Alice-sanクライス。そして痛い。体中の血液がくちばしからこう右方向に流れていく感覚とか。
Latom. Serio nie ma nigdzie... wersji z remake'u. Nie. To nie to. To ma 8 lat. To nie. Chyba też nie. O, mam. Dobra.
Kidori-su-ka? そのあたり自分なんか納得いかないっす。まだうちに入ったばかりの新参者がなんでアリスさんの視点を独り占めしてるっすか。
Z odrobiną
許
kontekstu.
せないっすけど、その秘訣を教えてほしいっす。切実に。自分本気出したらすごいっすよ。
何？君、今
そんなことよりマイ天使アリスさんの話をするっす。
なんとアリスって天使なのか。
Wybitna postać. Chapter 17 to najlepszy chapter, bo są dwie najważniejsze postaci. Jest Ptaszor i Kojika i mają bardzo dużo czasu. No. To widzimy się w takim razie za jakiś czas. I będzie chyba czas ruszyć już tego. Deltarune Tomorrow. Czas.